What's up, everybody? This is Colin from Holistic Heritage Homestead. I hope you're all well. Here we are making a little seafood stock. I encourage you folks to make your own stock, whether it's beef, chicken, pork, seafood, a combination of meats, whatever it may be. Make your own stock. First of all, it's going to be nutritious because it kind of has some of the nutrition that a bone broth would have, if you will. You're also recycling and upcycling your food scraps, right? And it's so delicious. Like if you're making soups or stews, or if you just need some liquid, some soft liquid to deglaze a pan, or if you're braising something, you're always gonna need liquid. So why not use liquid that has flavor and nutrition in it? Personally, and this is a preference, but realistically, the animals don't care, or do they mind. We don't feed chicken to our chickens and pork to our pigs and all that stuff. So if we do make a stock and we cook something, we are aware that it is a pork stock or a beef stock, so we wouldn't feed those scraps to the animals we don't want to feed it to, if that makes sense. So what's really great about this, if you can compost everything, and I've touched base on this in other videos, but bones, for example, contain phosphorus and minerals and all the coveted nutrients that you can't really get from just plants and vegetative, whatever, matter, right? In nature, if an animal dies or is eaten or whatever, it falls over on the ground and nature recycles that, right? So insects and animals die and they become part of the soil. So whenever you make your stock, another great benefit is whatever's left over. For example, in this beautiful seafood stock, all these lobster shells and crab shells and whatever else is in there, this is going to go into the garden, right? And things like this are already disinfected, right? Because they're sterilized after being boiled. And in particular, anything that comes from the sea has all the nutrients of the sea. This is why if you look at organic fertilizer ingredients, it has shells and fish meal and all that stuff in it, because it contains all the trace minerals that the ocean has, which is everything. And you can either trench compost this, dig a hole, throw it in your garden, as long as it's not attracting critters. And honestly, at this point, if it's sterilized shells, there's not much meat there, you'll be fine. And or you can throw it into your compost heap and let it become smaller and increase surface area and slowly break down over many years to come. So bones as well. It's no holds barred, folks. If you don't believe me, do the research. There's a lot of fear mongering when it comes to composting as far as what you can't throw milk or animal. Listen, if it's life, if it comes from life or organic matter, you can compost it. It might take you time. And the only thing to consider is if you have a system that's not safe or is open to critters or rodents or all that nasty stuff, then yeah, you might have a problem. But even then, if you're covering it with enough carbon, you won't smell it, you won't have a problem. But our system, if you look at our previous videos, is completely covered and nothing can get in there, right? In our finishing system, in our finishing phase, nothing can get in there, so we're not concerned about that. It will also break down and get to 120, 130, 140, 150 degrees, and it will literally cook. So do not waste this stuff. If you have bones, anytime you eat a piece of meat, it goes into the freezer, and when you're ready, throw it into a pot, add some water, add some dry seasoning, salt, pepper, and whatever you prefer. Like seafood, I might add a little Old Bay or a typical seafood seasoning. Lamb, beef, red meat, I might add a bouillon. Who knows? Just get inventive, get creative, but don't buy your own stock anymore. Food scraps you were gonna throw in the garbage, throw them in a pot, throw some water on top, season if you want to. You can throw some produce, you can throw some carrots, you can do a mirepoix, celery, carrots, onions, whatever you want. Don't waste it. Make your own stock. You put this in a nice glass mason jar in your fridge, and you have a beautiful liquid in there that's gonna have the fat present like a bone broth would, collagen, all the good stuff that you spend a lot of money on, folks. Ready at all times. This will save you a tremendous amount of money every week, every month, every year. More nutritious, way, way more delicious. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking I'm gonna render this. I'm gonna cook this down and make this, take the stock and make a little corn crab soup. What do you think? Good idea? Happy cooking, happy growing, be healthy, be resourceful, recycle and upcycle. Nothing but love. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you reinvent your quote-unquote scraps from the kitchen. And let me know if you are also taking these shells and these bones and this animal matter and composting it. Okay? Take care. Thank you so much.